We all know it's hot outside. It's hard to make your dog happy when they're stuck inside.
So Molly is at Paws and Play. Hi, I miss you.
Hi, I miss you too. Yeah, you know what? It's so hot that Tina had to come to work just to get off the pickleball court.
That's right. That's
too hot to play pickleball this week, right, Tina?
Yep.
But when I see a forecast like the one this week, my first thought is, what am I gonna do with my dog?
Yes.
It breaks my heart for my dog. You know my dog Looper. This right here, this is Val. Val, can you sit pretty for us? Oh, there she is. Yeah, it's too hot to take your dog on a walk. It's dangerous for them. But your dogs need to be exercised. They need to be stimulated, right? So I came to Pause and Play for some answers. This is a canine community center. A lot of dog experts here, like Terra, the owner, who is a dog relationship coach. Terra, when you think about exercising dogs, it's not just walk them 2 miles. So there are ways to keep them happy and exercised, enriched in the home during this kind of heat, right?
Yes, there is. And a lot of people always want to exercise to tire, but they forget about their mind, right? And they forget about all the things that go in through their body. So we have out here today a few things to kind of go over, ideas that you can do either with your kids with your dog or on alone. So I do have a couple of little like pancakes and little waffle makers so you can make items with your kids and give them to your dog. And I think it's great for kids because they can't really screw it up. Add water, stir, learn all those little fine motor.
The dog doesn't care what it looks like, right? And you offer all of these for sale here too, these kind of enrichments. I love these licky mats. I've just been putting Greek yogurt on my licky mat, but you have like sprinkles. You have all sorts of fun things. We have Allison with DAC Dog Training to kind of talk to us about why this helps your dog. So this is kind of like the licking stimulation. Tell us what that does.
Yeah, so the thing is with this week we have the heat wave, we have 4th of July, a lot of stress, and it's hard to get those outlets out. So by incorporating licking, for example, we can help release serotonin in their brain to help naturally calm them down.
And then over here, this is more scent-based enrichment. Tell us about these.
Yeah, so the nice thing with scent-based enrichment is that it helps to release dopamine in their brain. And the cool thing with smelling is that 1/3 of a dog's brain is actually their olfactory center. So if we get them smelling, it uses so much of their brain, it can really help mentally tire them out. And you can even do this with meal times, so you're not having to give a lot of extra calories or take back some of their food that you're using treats for instead, so you don't have to worry about weight gain.
Right, so there are still ways to tire them out besides, like we said, Terra, besides just going on a 2-mile walk. With DAC Dog Training, you do private training, you do group activities, and then you come here too to this play area as well, right?
Yes, yeah. So we do a wide variety, and we'll even use this space for our private training as well. It's super nice because there's a lot of great resources, and there's a lot of private space in here as well for us to work on with dogs that have fear, anxiety, aggressive, or atypical behaviors to help really control their introduction to stimulus.
Amazing. Now, Terra's doing something very cool this week because it is so hot and this is a community center. Right. Tell us what you're doing.
So I'm allowing people to rent a spot for free. So I guess in a sense, come in, book. You have 30 minutes to play here. So I utilize Sniff Spot. It's an app that you're allowed to rent different parks, and I have a code on there, and it's Heat Wave. So they can jump on Sniff Spot, or they can also text if they need to, or call. But they have the ability to have this spot for 30 minutes for theirself, for their dog, to have tunnels and water and play and cookies, and it's totally private for them to be able to use.
What a gift. That's amazing. You are closed on Tuesday, so tomorrow you're closed. You are open on 4th of July, so if your dog has a lot of anxiety, you can bring your dog here, get a little playtime in, get some advice from Terra and the other employees here as well. But guys, most importantly, please, 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 make sure you're not taking your dog out in this heat. It's just too dangerous. There are ways to get them exercised in the safety of your own home or right here at Pause and Play. We have all the information. If you want to call them, book online, we have that on our website, gooddaysacramento.com. Good girl. Oh, what's she doing? Good girl, Val. Val's a happy girl.
And one of our viewers
Not
also,
a hot dog.
One of our viewers, Molly, also wants to remind everybody, don't take your doggies out on the walk. Don't leave them outside, and because it's so hot, and the pavement's super hot too.
Also, Molly, just a side note, only because you started your segment by saying Tina came to the studio to cool off instead of going to play pickleball. She's complaining about how
Yeah.
warm it is in studio. She could wake up and play pickleball when it's hot outside, but she complains when it's warm in studio.
I don't know.
She just needs something to complain about.
Molly.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nothing has
Ding.
changed.
All right.
I love
See you,
you,
Mom.
Tina.
I'm
I'm
gonna go out
just
for
kidding.
sandwiches.
I love it. All right, Mom. We'll see you in a little bit.